Alright everyone, here we are in our final match, and we have a pretty good hand. We don't get to be on the play, but we still get to go have, you know, great mana and go 2-drop into three-drop into removal. And normally I don't like doing this, but I guess there's a small amount of value in having this lightning axe up. So I don't really want to let my opponent cast his Copter here. Oh man, that stinks. We're gonna do this anyway. Basically needs to happen at some point, and this was the play that we set up for ourselves this turn. So it's a little silly not to do it. The land is kind of a blank in our hand. I could just discard Scrapheap Scrounger, but there's a chance that I just don't have a creature in my graveyard when I want to actually play it, since I'm kind of on a mana heavy hand. And things can certainly get dicey from here and kind of like spiral out of control. If our opponent just passed with a Spell Queller up, that'd be really bad. I wonder what our opponent's thinking of main phasing here. Not gonna block. Wow, discarding a Gideon. Could be bad for us. Alright, that is most certainly the Spell Queller flag. So what do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I'm going to play this, hoping it gets exiled by a Spell Queller. Does not, so that's really bad for us. So since that's the situation, I don't think I want to... I mean, my opponent had the option to play Gideon, so he just 100% has Spell Queller, but if I don't cast anything, he just casts this Clue. Still think that's fine. Next turn, I'll basically do it again. Cast a test spell and have a bunch of mana open. Pretty annoying. This game is not looking good. Well, that's kind of nice. Can't really use it that effectively, though. At this point, we also have to be really worried about Avacyn. And we know that our opponent has Spell Queller, so we kind of have to let this happen. So if our opponent has an Abyss in here, we'll probably unlicensed Disintegration the Smuggler's Copter in response to the trigger. Oh, that's not good. So what do we do here? Does this get Spell Quellered? Huh? So I think that I just want to kill this now in case our opponent has a what? Oh, did I just do that in a recorded match? Wow. I hope no one saw that. Hope nobody noticed. I hope that is not on any kind of record that anyone can see. Most certainly be dead anyway. But that's gonna make me a lot more dead, that's for sure. I haven't even attacked this game. Alright, we're done here. So, what do I want here? So, I think that I want things that kill Spell Queller, that's for sure. I think these are pretty good. I almost think that my main deck in general is kind of nice. I think the only thing I'm going to change is 2 of these Incendiary Flows for 2 Chandras. I think that's going to be it. Wouldn't mind getting this other Chandra in here. Can probably get the other Chandra in here instead of a Bomat Courier. Bomat's going to be a little on the weak side in these Thraben Inspector matchups. I think when I'm on the draw, I may consider boarding out all of my Bomat Couriers, depending on how this goes. This will do. Be really nice if this came into play untapped. If I was on the draw, I would consider just playing the mountain and trying to get lucky, but I'm just not going to do that. Man, Thraben Inspector is just so good. It's like kind of crazy. And I'm hoping at the very least I get to attack with my Smuggler's Copter and get a loot trigger to search for a land if I haven't drawn one. Does my opponent not have a land? He's got to have a land. There we go. Not a blue land, though. I wonder if this could be an Immolating Glare turn. There's the Glare. Sure. And I guess I'll discard a Chandra. Two Chandras is probably more than enough, especially considering I'm a little behind on tempo. I didn't really do a whole lot on my turn 3, and I didn't do a whole lot on turn 1. My opponent's not really doing anything either, so that part's good. Going to do this. Would have been really nice if I could have landed a Chandra there with my opponent having so little board presence and no open blue mana to deal with it using like a counterspell. Alright, so I think I am safe to attack with everything. So my opponent has like a Spell Queller to jump out and block. I can Unlicensed Disintegration it, which will be pretty nice. And I'm just not going to cast anything. 6 Spell Queller, bro. You want to play it now? Alright, well, that's the thing. Still got to get my damage in. And here does my opponent have Avacyn? Could it be? Wow, it's like I'm psychic. I am psychic. I don't even get to cast another Apprentice here. And the one thing that makes me feel a little bit more secure about this position is if my opponent was going to cast something like Fumigate, at least I would be able to land my Chandra. So I feel like there's a really good chance that my opponent has Spell Queller. And I think what I want to do... what do I want to do? Probably want to run my Bloodhall Priest into it. So I don't really want to attack this turn because my opponent activates Copter and goes to block. Wow, I'm actually close to just killing him, aren't I? Maybe I will play the Chandra so I can almost just burn my opponent out. No, because I need to use the Fiery Temper to get the Chandra back. Alright, I think that I'm just going to say go and do nothing with the intention of like Fiery Tempering something end of turn. Alright, well, that's going to be annoying. Certainly surmountable, though. If he has a negate, then things could like really get tricky, though. And I think I want to... Do I want to kill this? I don't think I do. If my opponent doesn't have... Probably has like an immolating glare. In which case... 2, 3... Have to chump block with an ally. Yeah, I think I just try to go for the kill here because I've got a fair amount of reach. My opponent has like Blessed Alliance. That could be pretty annoying. He's going upstairs. Does he have a negate? He does have a negate. Well, would you look at that? I think I still have him almost dead. Opponent's at 4. Can do this, plus it. Now it's going to be really tough for my opponent to not die to this to this fire temper that I have in my hand. Could have even held my Copter back. That might have been a good idea. Just make it even harder for my opponent to kill this Chandra. So if my opponent has Fumigate here, it's going to get a lot tougher. So be gaining 4 life going up to 6. So I'd still be able to be the first one onto the board, but be kind of bad. And this seems pretty good for me. So the question is, does he have another Spell Queller? Oh, he does! He's got something else. Wow, we got him. Nice Spell Quellers, bro. Oh, imagine I just misclicked there. Alright, so now on the draw, I think it's probably worth it to bring in these Transgresses. Yep, that's what we do. So this deck that we're up against, this is actually it looks like the list that won Grand Prix Warsaw. And this is certainly an acceptable hand. Our opponent gets to be on the board first. That is rough for us. So one thing that's where there's a little bit of tension is if our opponent just plays a Smuggler's Copter here. Okay, he doesn't. That's sweet. Ooh, Scrapheap Scrounger. Let's play that. So my opponent could negate the Copter, but I really want the Copter to resolve so that I can get a loot off. But if I play the Copter and my opponent just has Spell Queller, I'm gonna have a really hard time. And if my opponent has a Ghet, it's like really bad. I think I'm just gonna play the Scrapheap Scrounger. And just, you know, at least then I have pressure. It's like less likely that like I could just draw land. That would be amazing. What is this? Ooh. Well, I can find me a land, but that's pretty bad when I have a lot of other stuff I would rather do with my mana. Oh, land would have been so good there. Gideon would probably be unreal devastating right now. Ooh, Giselle is pretty bad. So Snare, Void, Plains, Prairie. So if I had a third land, I would just let him cast the Gisela. But I can't necessarily kill it. And exiling it is like really the way to go. So what? Dude, unreal. Come on, land. Ugh! Why you do this to me, game? Now I'm never going to kill this Gisela. He's got a Void Shatter to keep it alive. Yeah, I just have to do this. Man, that's bad. And so here I'm just going to try to overload my opponent's mana. Well, my opponent can actually cast 2 counter spells. He has a Spell Queller. It's going to be really bad for me. My opponent has an Abyssin. It's also going to be awful. Wow, my opponent just taps all of his blue mana. Well, I guess that's for Stasis? No, it's... He'd be fine with... Huh, that was a weird way to tap. So, my opponent has the Stasis Snare. So I think... I just want to... I think I want to keep the Unlicensed Disintegration. Certainly worried about Bruna. It's not like I'm killing my opponent anytime soon. It's got Stasis Snare and 28 life. I think I just want to play Pia and not activate my Smuggler's Copter. Wow, I'm glad I didn't activate my... Oh, okay, never mind. It's just that. That is certainly something to be worried about. This Val-Agby is no joke. I'm at 6. It's pretty low. Five mana. Really hope my opponent doesn't have Spell Queller. Whew. I meant to attack with my Copter. Oh well. Alright, now I have no information about my opponent's hand. Reflector Mage, eh? Potentially let him get in for a little bit of damage, which is pretty bad for me. I'll definitely block the Human Cleric, though, if I get a chance. Well, it is my only artifact, but I think it's just like too important. I'm at such a low life total, and my opponent has Westfell Abbey, which is obviously going to be a huge problem. And what's really annoying about this is I can't actually replay either of these. So annoying! Reflector Mage is a good top deck, and that Westfell Abbey is going to kill me. Pretty sure the Westfell Abbey is a one of. Really hope my opponent doesn't have Avacyn. Okay, well this is fine. So it would be better if I had an artifact in play. So these Bloodhall Priests have the potential to be pretty decent. It's actually a way that I can close out the game very quickly. I just picked my nose on camera. Whoops. Whew. Selfless Spirits can kill me. It's not going to do that well at killing me, though. Yeah, these Bloodhall Priests are pretty awesome. These Bloodhall Priests are really doing work. It's weird to do it at that moment. And I do need to continually shoot these things down because, like, for example, if my opponent just had a Spell Queller that turn, he would be able to, you know, just not block, take the damage, and then between Spell Queller and his 3/1/1s attack through my Pia and kill me. Man, this would be crazy if I won from here. I think I want to just burn him. And if he Spell Quells it, I just attack with the 2 Bloodhall Priests. And then, you know. So I think here, I want to attack with everything. I think I do want to basically capitalize on this moment of being ahead on the board and pushing as much damage as possible because Avacyn just kills me. Just Knocks him to 1. Oh no, the Avacyn when he's at 1! Oh. So close. So close. Oh man. What a brutal game. And this was the game where we were stuck on like 2 lands until I think we drew our 3rd land on like turn 4, I think it was. Oh man. Wish I had 1 more life. Crazy game. Oh man, and there's that one turn where I didn't attack with a Copter. Oh wait, but I traded it away, so that was actually pretty good. Oh man. All right. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching me. Appreciate you guys always watching my videos, and I'll have something good for you guys again next week. So cheers. See you then.